What's going on, everyone? My name is Brandon Holley with Holley Homes Realty right here in Austin, Texas. Here's downtown. Bringing you the video today, we're going to talk about South Austin, which I am describing as this yellow shape right here, and how honestly great it is for people relocating to the area. They always ask me, where should I move? What area has the most to offer? And honestly, every area has something completely different to offer. So today I'm going to focus on South Austin. We're going to talk about existing communities. We're going to talk about new construction communities. We're going to talk about restaurants, places to hang out, fun entertainment, and places to just go relax whenever you have a minute. You have I-35 right here. You have Mopac coming right here. And then you have Brody, Manchac, and then you have South First and South Congress. So plenty of ways to get into Austin. Plus, from South Austin, you have the airport over here. Honestly, it's super convenient, and you can still get into a home in the 300s. So stay tuned. If you have questions, please drop comments below. I am happy to help you any way possible. And hit like and subscribe, because even if you're not into South Austin, my plan is to kind of hit Buda, to hit Kyle, to kind of Bastrop, really just every suburb, to give you the best idea of where to call your next place home. So like I said, stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Let's start off by talking about some of the existing neighborhoods within the South Austin area. We have Buckingham Estates, Tanglewood Forest, two very similar community feels. You have Cherry Creek, that is its own thing, very interesting. Shady Hollow as well. And then you have Circle C Ranch over here. I will talk about where people go to high school in these communities. However, I am going to drop a link in the description about a website that you can go to and look at all the other schools, because there's quite a few whenever it comes to all of these communities, that elementary all the way through high school, that they can go to. Let's see, here's Bowie High School. So you're going to hear me talk about that one. Very solid high school. You have Crockett, which is going to be up, let's see, right here. And then you have Aikens, that is going to be, let's see, right down here. So those are going to be the three high schools that everybody in this area is going to go to. So let's start by talking about Buckingham Estates. Super, very quiet little neighborhood. You have homes starting in the 300s. Most of everything was built in 1980 plus. No HOA, which is really nice. And everybody here is going to go to Aikens. You also have a really nice community center with a pool, basketball court, some stuff that you can get into. Then we're going to go over to Tanglewood Forest, which is kind of this area right here. It's very similar to Buckingham Estates. Prices start in the 350, 375. No HOA, built in the 1980s. Also go to Aikens. Both of those communities, Tanglewood Forest and Buckingham Estates, those homes that you're getting into on the low side, a lot of them need some updating. Again, they were built in the 1980s, so you might need a new kitchen, might need a new primary suite, all of those types of things. But it's great because you can get in at a low price and still be able to do all of those things. Over here, Cherry Creek is kind of this area, and it's fantastic. Homes were built in the 1960s, so you have a lot of ranch style homes. Again, need some updating. Not starting in the 350s. That being said, prices do go up to 700-800, because some of these homes have come in and have been updated and are really lovely. Then let's go down to Shady or and Cherry Creek. Your kids will go to Crockett and Bowie. It's going to be a little bit of both, considering how kind of expansive this community is. Come down here to Shady Hollow, which is going to be this area right here. You actually have an elementary school right here. Kids will go to Bowie. Prices start in the 500s and go up over a million. And there is going to be an HOA in this community, but you have phenomenal oak trees shading the road. So very good area to walk. Very enjoyable. And then we come over to Circle C Ranch, to a huge master plan community. You have amenities, you have all sorts of stuff stemming from here. Kids go to Bowie High School. Homes started being built in the 1980s. You can get in for around 500, but again, those are some homes that might need some work. Right here, you can see this is going to be Slaughter that goes from Mopac all the way to 35. So that's where you can kind of get your bearings to know exactly where you are. This is going to be Brody, as you can see, Mopac. And then we're going to come over here because here's Manchac. And then here is Congress for you, so you can kind of see where everything is lying. Remember, at any time, if you have questions, please drop a comment below. I will also put a link so you can search homes in South Austin. Head over to my website. It is very user friendly, allows you to kind of do your own thing. I want it to be a safe place for you to use. Now, from existing communities, let's hop over to new construction, because obviously it's a big thing. I do a lot of my channel on new construction because I find it helps a lot of first-time home buyers be able to enter into the market. So let's touch on that next. We have a handful of different communities that are either being developed, starting to be developed, or kind of closer to their end phases. Um, let's start with the Village on Cooper Lane. This is that by David Weekly Homes, and they are detached condos, which is really fantastic if you are looking for a low maintenance lifestyle. The HOA takes care of everything. Super nice for you. Homes are starting in the 400s, and they're 2 to 3 story, like I said, detached condos. And that's going to be this right here. You can kind of see what it is to offer. Obviously, can't get in there too close, but I do have a video on these that I will link in the top corner. So take a look at that if you want to see what they have to offer. From here, we'll go over to, I think it's novel. It might be Novell by New Home Company. Not exactly sure, but these are going to be single family uh, homes and townhomes. They're going to be starting in the 400s. It's been really interesting because this community, as you can see right here, was starting to be developed, and then COVID happened, and I'm not exactly sure what happened with the company. So they had to literally tear all of these homes down, and they just started rebuilding right now. I think there's 3 up, um, or not even all the way up, but I don't remember the company that was building, but now it's by New Home Company, and it's going to be this and all the way back to here. And again, this is Manchac right here. So you can kind of have a reference from where you're going. From there, we'll go over to the Hills of Bear Creek, which is south. And that's going to be down here by MI. Oh, wait, no. Hills of Bear Creek is by Milestone Community Builders. They're in their closeout phases. So you can see they've already built all of this. They only have a few houses left, but the homes are in the 500s, single family homes. There's an HOA in all of these, so that is something to keep in mind. Most new construction communities are going to have some sort of HOA. We head over here to Estancia West by MI Homes, right off of 45. So the toll road 45 is right here. I believe it's still in the plans to have it connect here, which will then create that loop around Austin, which will be really nice. So if you're trying to get to the airport, trying to get up north, you're going to have a ton of options. But MI Homes is building starting in the, let's see, the 400s, and they're going to be single family homes. I believe it's a master plan community, so you should have a pool and everything. But I think as of right now, there's only the model home out there. So I have plans to get by and check it out pretty soon. So I will post that probably within the next coming months. From there, we'll go over to KB Homes Creekside Estancia. I say what I will. KB Homes builds a home. I haven't sold very many of them, so I don't have a whole lot to say. I'd say, do your research. But homes here, I believe, are in the 400s. It's a master plan community. You can see it's very large. Apartments up this side, over here, homes, single family. You also have a pretty large amenity center right here. I have actually checked it out. Really nice. And then I'm not exactly sure. I think this is all going to be just kind of park space. From there, we're going to go look at something completely different because these are all either single family detached homes or townhomes up here at St. Elmo, which if you've probably heard of St. Elmo Brewing. It's located up in this area, but it's a very cool reimagined district of Austin. They are bringing so much to this area, and one is the station at St. Elmo, which is luxury condos starting in the 300s all the way up to, these are one bedrooms, all the way up to, they have the penthouse, 3 bedroom, 2 full bath, expansive, amazing condos. So if you're looking for that type of lifestyle, definitely look into the station at St. Elmo. And then we're going to also come back and visit the St. Elmo district because it has so much going on that's really exciting for the area. So that's kind of the new construction. Again, if you have questions about new construction, please reach out to me. I'd love to be able to give you some advice because, again, I started my business on new construction because I was helping first time buyers, and the builders are still offering some really solid incentives to help you get into a home. So please reach out, drop a question, if comment below if you have any questions, and I would be happy to help you out. All right, this is going to be its own thing, and that is South Manchaca, where it has literally exploded over the past 5 years with amazing places to hang out, family friendly, go grab a drink, have a meeting, a cup of coffee. But we'll start with Armadillo Den. This place has one of my favorite Berea taco places in it, but it honestly is a very amazing place to go hang out, grab a drink. If you take a lift, I think they comp you like 15% or something because it is been said that it is the smallest parking lot in Austin, and it's definitely probably true. But you have a great place to hang out, backyard vibes, very cool. As you can see from the photos, they have the game on. Very cool place to go hang out. Up from that, we have Moon Tower. Huge parking lot, so you can definitely fit in there. But they have a lot of stuff to kind of relax. They have food trucks as well. Get in there. They have live music pretty often. They also have this ropes course that it's like encapsulated around, so you can literally just throw your kid in there and they can't get out. It's fantastic. I've done that with my son a few times. They also have sand volleyball, and I believe a league that you can join to play. So another very cool South Austin staple. We'll go from Moon Tower to check out Luster Pearl South, which is, I mean, again, all of these places are very cool to go grab a drink, hang out. They have food trucks available at every single one of them, so you can grab a bite and just relax after a long day. But here, yeah, outside vibes. They have great frozen cocktails that will keep you cool on the hottest of summer afternoons. Very cool little vibe there too. You have Lulu's and Bodie's Hideaway. I haven't been to either one of these, but I know that they also offer you some great environments to go hang out. I don't know why this is okay. There we go. Go hang out, have mixed drinks, whatever. I think they also bring in some like flea market type stuff occasionally, but again, a very cool vibe. Go dance, relax. um Lulu's, I don't know, I can't get Lulu's to work for some reason. But you're just gonna have to believe me. Go check it out and let me know what you think. That'd be fantastic. You have two amazing spots down here. The Hive, great to take your kid to. If you need coffee in the morning, they can play on the playground and you can get some work done. That's what this space is all about. As you can see right here, you have a lighthouse type playground, very fun for the kids. And then you have Drifter's Social, which is right next door to it. You have pickleball courts right here, which is super exciting. You have tons of space to just relax. It's covered. You have coffee on this side. You have drinks on this side. So a very fun place to, if you need to get some work done in the morning, go grab a cup of coffee, and then you can call it a day early and grab a cocktail. They also have flea markets here setups, which is pretty nice. You have the South Austin Beer Garden, which is connected to Drifter's parking lot. Here again, you have, I think, like 60 beers on tap. So very cool. Go check out that place. And again, let me know what you think. There's food trucks there as well. Um, Over here is a new place, the Lower 48. I haven't been here, but I believe it's kind of, yeah, burgers, stuff like that. You have a kind of cool little, as you can see, it's not even built on this just yet. But go again, relax there. You can watch the traffic drive by on Manchac and just enjoy your evening. And then we head even further south on Manchac, and that's where we come up to the Culture Club. Me and my wife checked this out with our son recently. Great pizza, wings, cocktails, and then also a very cool spot to hang out to let your kid run around. It's turf, so you can kind of just let them loose. Um, but please keep an eye on them. So that's just South Manchac. But as you can see, I mean, honestly, I mean, it's growing to be a place that if you want to get out and have a drink or just get out and grab, some sunshine, any of these places up and down are fantastic to go check out. If I'm missing one, please drop a comment below. I'd love to hear it, but I'm just telling you, if you are like, I don't know if I want to move to South Austin because it's so far away, I'm not going to have anything to do. I promise you, you are going to be able to spend time at any one of these places. I mean, you can go to Armadillo Den for, a month straight on Friday night and check out a new food truck. All right, so we explored South Manchac, what there was to do down there. And again, that was this area. But I mean, there's tons of other stuff to do. So I wanted to kind of jump into that next. Let's start up by that St. Elmo district that I was talking about. Okay, so here was the condos at the station. Here's this place called Pins Mechanical. They have this thing called duck bowling, so it's like bowling but on a very miniature scale. They also have tons of arcades. Some are free, some you have to pay for, but you can get in and play some of the old Ninja Turtles, which was really exciting. Tetris, stuff like that. So a very fun place to take your family. They also have food trucks and outside seating, so you can play like the big checkers game and just a lot of really cool things like that to get out and do. Then you come over here and you have Steel Austin, which is a whiskey company. They have an area out back that you can relax, as you can see kind of right here, that you can sip some whiskey drinks. They also have this frozen whiskey drink that is really, really tasty. But there's also a bunch of other little places up and down this that you can go. There's a sushi place. There's a Wagyu new steak restaurant. I think there's like a chicken place, pizza place. So it's kind of an area that is really seeing a just a overhaul of, they're really trying to make it very walkable and a lot of great things to do. So you can go over there and check that out. Uh, you also have the Far Out Lounge, which used to have my favorite Berea taco place. Then it moved over to the Armadillo Den. But this place is great for live music. Again, you can get some drinks over there. Very fun psychedelic music, just really exciting vibe. They have now they have Knuckle Sandwich, which I have not checked out yet, but it is the hub of the restaurant there. But I do think they still have some food trucks as well. And then across the street, you actually have a Chewy's, you have a Torchy's, you have, a handful of things there, P. Terry's. So again, you got everything you need down here in South Austin. If you go down here then to Mary Moore Seawright Park, which is off of Slaughter right here, you have a little aviation area that people can fly their little remote control planes, which is pretty cool. You have pickleball, tennis, basketball. You have two different playgrounds, sand volleyball courts. You also have a disc golf course over here and tons of bike trails, which is really nice. You can also walk out here and check out the water, which is really nice. I think there's a soccer field right here. I've ridden my bike back here quite often, so very, very nice. Then you come over Sam's Point. I've heard about this place so many times. I think it's just like a very local, good vibes, live music, singer-songwriter stuff. I haven't actually been to it. If you have, drop a comment. I'd love to hear about it. You also have over here, which is Mopac and Slaughter right here. They have tons of little things to do. So Dick Nichols Park has an awesome splash pad and neighborhood pool for everybody right here. You have basketball courts, again, volleyball, playground. You have pickleball. Of course, you have pickleball, right? And then tons of trails to walk on, which is really, really nice. And then you head south on Mopac. You have an Alamo Draft House, which you know about Alamo Draft House because cinema is back, baby. It is awesome. So go check out a movie. You also have Circle C Ranch Metropolitan Park, where they have weekends. They have soccer fields out here. So I think they have a soccer league for kids. You also have a disc golf course coming through here, trails to ride. Again, you have basketball courts. So really just a lot of great stuff over there. And then we come down again, Mopac, and you have the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center, which I recently took my son to. They're having a dino theme right now, so you like walk through and see all the dinosaurs. He absolutely loved it. Very cool place, especially in spring when everything is blooming. They have tons of flowers. Just really nice to go walk through it. You have the Veloway Park, which is a track, and you can see it kind of coming through here. That is only for, I believe, inline skaters and bike riders to ride on. I think you have to go like a certain speed, be safe, but it's definitely very cool to go over there if you are into riding your bike. And on top of that, one of the things that I don't know if you've heard about is the Violet Crown Trail. It starts at Zilker and is going to come all the way down, and it's part of that right here. It comes and then you continue down and continue south. So again, that's just a little bit of what all you can see is in this area for entertainment, whether it's grabbing a drink, watching a movie, or hitting one of the many neighborhood pools. There's going to be something for you to do down here in South Austin. If you're finding this interesting, please hit like and subscribe because, like I said, I'll hit East Austin at some point. I'll hit Buda, Kyle. I want to keep doing kind of some of these maps. So also drop a comment of stuff that you'd like to hear that maybe I haven't covered, or if there is some way that you think I could deliver this information better. I want this to be a resource to you because, again, there's so many great things to see in South Austin that, these things that I've experienced, but also there might be something that you've experienced that I don't know about that I definitely would love to check out. And another one of the big things is, where are you getting your groceries if you're not going out? And that is, there are 4 HEBs that you can get to. You have the brand new one off of Slaughter. This one's massive. It's got a barbecue place attached to it. It is absolutely hectic. I do not like going in there. However, it's always packed, so obviously some people love it. You keep coming down Slaughter. You have another HEB off of Slaughter and Manchac. This one is my go-to HEB because it is less crowded and I know where everything is. You can keep heading down Slaughter down to Circle C where there is another HEB. Then there's also an HEB off of William Cannon and Brody right here. So you have four options when you're trying to get to HEB. You also have a Sprouts right here off of Manchac and William Cannon. You go all the way out west on William Cannon, you're going to run into a Whole Foods and into a Costco. This whole little area has a ton to offer, honestly. You have another Chewy's right here. Then you have a Tiff's Treats because everybody loves Tiff's Treats. And you have a few other restaurants, P. Terry's right here. So a lot right there. And then you have this little area, which I know is actually Sunset Valley, but we're going to call it South Austin. We have a Central Market right here that you can get all of those other things that you need, those fancy charcuterie makings. Also, that's where I get fish if I'm going to make sushi or something like that, which is very fun to do on your own. I definitely recommend giving it a shot. Last but not least, let's talk about restaurants and where we are all going to eat because there's some really great options. And honestly, this is just a few. I know there's a ton more that I didn't add because I didn't want the map to be completely saturated. But let's start off with the Michelin star award winning barbecue place. Leroy and Lewis is literally in a neighborhood, which is absolutely wild, right here off of William Cannon. Uh, Great barbecue. I haven't had the chance to get there yet because it's always so crowded. But again, won in a Michelin star, which is super cool. Uh, you have Cruz Teca Mexican Kitchen, which is a new authentic Mexican restaurant. Super tasty tacos. They have these slow braised brisket enchiladas that are insanely good. So definitely recommend checking it out. You have Cypress Grill, which is my neighborhood Cajun spot. They have crawfish egg rolls, which are really good, and then a crawfish Riano, which is absolutely amazing. So I definitely recommend checking it out. Um, Also, this food truck, SBK Middle Eastern food is phenomenal. Have some of the best hummus that I've ever had. Absolutely love it. Definitely check it out. And then the local ATX, which is a spot that popped up not too long ago, but they have steak fruits, which are really, really good. You can see them right there. Definitely, again, recommend checking that out. That's off of Brody right here. You also have some really like kid-friendly places. So Flora's Mexican restaurant actually has a off of William Cannon has a is it gonna do it to me again? Has a great playground. So you can go grab a margarita while your kid plays, and you're able to sit right beside it. So you're able to keep an eye on them the whole time, which is really nice. You also have the Nomadic Outpost. You can grab a beer, plus there are a handful of great little food trucks around here to check out. Play Street Museum, which again, Sunset Valley, but they have it set up inside. First of all, you get to stay cool, which is amazing. But they have it set up with a bunch of pretend stores, farm to market type little things that the kids can play with. So it's very fun for a kid, especially if it's raining outside and you need to get them out of the house. We have the Thicket Food Truck, which is or the food park, which has a bunch of great options. If you're looking, you can either order out, go pick up, or pictures aren't working, but it's over here off of South First and Ditmar, so you can go park there. Have I think there's a Mexican truck, there's a vegan truck, there's I believe a pokey truck, I think another shawarma truck. So there's definitely quite a few options for you to check out. And then you come all the way to the Way South Food Truck Park, which is down. This is First, where First ends. And you come through right here, and they have a handful of restaurants. I think they have outside games, some shaded areas for you to go relax, enjoy food, and you can take your kids, obviously, and let them play with all of the games. But a lot of absolutely fantastic restaurants for you to check out. All right, so that is the video. My name is Brandon Holley here for Holley Homes Realty in Austin, Texas, and that is just a little bit about what South Austin has to offer. Again, there are amazing restaurants, amazing parks, amazing places to hang out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little bit. If you have any feedback, please let me know. I'd love to be able to make this more helpful for people that are looking to make a move and trying to decide, should I move north? Should I move south? Should I go ahead and move east to Bastrop? Whatever it is, let me know how I can cater this better to give all the information to help you make an informed decision. Again, thank you so much for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, share with somebody trying to decide where they're going to make their next move, and stay tuned, because I'm going to try to hit Bastrop. It might not be next week, might be the week after, but either way, hit subscribe so you can follow along. And again, drop a comment below to let me know how I can better make this to suit your needs. Thank you so much for watching.